This week's Parsha we find one of the most controversial stories in the Torah. The story of the children of Yaakov, Shimon and Levi, in the city of Shechem. And as we know, a very distressing situation. Dinah is raped, taken prisoner, and now the rapist and his father come and suggest marriage instead of return. Torah tells us that Yaakov waits for his children to get back from the field. He maybe feels helpless without his support. When they return, they make the famous suggestion that they'll join together in marriage, but only if they're people with a Brit Milah. And of course, once they're in pain, the brothers take advantage of this, and they're able to kill the whole city, and rescue Dinah. And the question is, how are we meant to view this story? So there are many, and I think often based on their own preconceived notions, who see in this story a sharp rebuke of vigilante actions, of such wide-scale killings. And they see Yaakov's response to the brothers as a source for this. As we know, Yaakov was critical of the brothers. But the truth is, if you take a closer look, Yaakov sounds more like the Likud than Meretz. He says, how could you do this? People are going to gang up on me and kill us and attack us. Yaakov doesn't criticize them for the moral issue. He criticizes them for threatening the future of the Jewish people. And of course, in Parshat Vayishlach, he criticizes their anger and not particularly their actions. But maybe even more significant than understanding Yaakov's exact response is noting that the Torah gives Shimon and Levi the last words. In Pasuk Lamed Aleph, their response is, Vayomru hachizona ya'aseh et achotenu. They respond and say, should the will to survive allow something like this to pass? Should we allow our sister to be treated this way? And of course, the basic idea here is it's not just about survival, it's about the values that we have that we want to ensure are protected. The question is what the message of this story is. Is the message that we should turn the other cheek to these things? Is the message that we should respond this way in the murder and killing of a whole city? And I believe the answer to this question comes in the very next pasuk. People don't always make the connection because the Christians divide the prakim here. But the next pasuk, God speaks. Yaakov has his say, the brothers respond, and now God speaks. Vayomer Elokim el Yaakov, kum alei veit el, v'shev sham v'yasei sham, mizbeach le'el hanira elecha bevarchacha mepnei Esav achicha. Hashem says to Yaakov, get up from here, go to Bet El, stop there, make a mizbeach there, to the God who connected with you and you connected with and vowed to when you left, when you were running from Esav. If you're reading the psukim in the flow, one could say that this is the message of this piece. Yaakov and his family find themselves in an untenable situation. They're in a city that's taking advantage of them. People who are immoral, kidnapping, rape, and a very difficult situation. Obviously, the answer isn't to destroy the cities around you and all the people around you. On the other hand, the situation where this is going to happen and we're not going to do anything about it is also not the right situation. When we're in situations like that, sometimes we have to ask ourselves why. Why are we in situations that have no solution? Why are we at an impasse? And I think God gives the answer here. Yaakov, get up and go to the place where you're supposed to be. When you were running from Esav, you made a vow that if I were here with you and returned you here, you would come and make this into a Beit Elokim. Well, you survived Lavan, you survived Esav, and after you survived Esav, you settled in Shechem. You didn't finish full circle. You didn't finish the journey. As Rashi tells us, because you delayed in your path, you were punished, and this happened with your daughter. The Medrash Tanchuma, in a lengthier version, has Hashem saying, Lo higiyucha hatzarot ha'elu ela al she'icharta et nidrecha im ata mevakesh shelo yagiyucha utzara kum alei bet el. God makes situations that we find ourselves in untenable because we're not meant to find ourselves there. And unfortunately, sometimes we bang our heads against the wall. We find solutions that are unacceptable or find these solutions unacceptable because we're not able to see the bigger picture that we're not meant to be here in the first place. we're meant to be somewhere else. And God reminds us in whatever way He can that we should be moving somewhere else. So let's always remember this and make sure that we realize where we're supposed to be, and when things aren't going our way, we understand the impasses in our lives. Shabbat Shalom.